Thank you very much, Kristen. It is a Storm Team 10 weather alert as we have a powerful storm system moving into the northeast, which is going to produce some locally gusty winds and also some heavy rain at times today. But the wind will be our big concern, as we could see many of our communities potentially reaching that 60-mile-an-hour wind gust threshold. So we'll start things off. Things are now just starting to pick up a little bit more with regards to the wind. We can see some of the exhaust coming off of the Manchester Street power plant there, blowing in the wind, but otherwise things are just a little bit damp, not tracking too much activity on the radar. That will come a little bit later on. Again, as we look through our People's Credit Union Skycam network at Tockwatton on the waterfront in Providence. We can see temperatures sitting right at 55 for the capital city. So a very mild start to the day. Winds sustained out of the south at 13 miles an hour. That's going to be a little bit closer to maybe 25 to 35 by later on this afternoon. So again, radar locally is fairly quiet, besides maybe just a little patchy drizzle across the region. The main swath of moisture is still back here just to the west of the Connecticut River Valley. This will continue to slowly make its way to the east, also as we have a little bit of a surge of some more moisture coming up from the south at the same time, and that will probably lead to some heavy rain showers as we get into the mid to maybe late morning time frame. But as we kind of look at a wider view here, we can see this warm front is going to lift into southern New England, open us up to not only the widespread rain, but also some of the gustiest winds associated with this storm system. And that's going to be kind of the window of opportunity to see those wind gusts 50 to 60 miles an hour from 9 a.m. to about 3 a.m. as we sit in the warm sector of this storm system. Now, it's not also going to be a continuous driving rain either. There will be some lulls in the action with regards to the shower activity prior to the arrival of the cold front, which will bring another good burst of rain to the region. Again, it should finally clear our area by about 3 o'clock or so, bringing the end to the worst of this storm system. On the backside, though, a brief break from the precipitation, and then there's still going to be some rain and snow showers in and around the area until maybe about 10 o'clock tonight. And then a gusty northwest wind that's going to usher in a cold air mass for our Saturday morning. Still a bit windy to start things Saturday, but then high pressure starts to settle into the region a little bit more, allowing for us to see some calmer conditions by the afternoon under some mostly sunny skies, which will be a nice change of pace. But again, we've expanded this swath of 50 to 60 mile an hour wind gusts because of that potential that the models were indicating overnight to see some warmer temperatures at the surface. And the warmer the temperatures get today, the greater potential is to see some of those winds go from the clouds that are sitting about 3,000 to 4,000 feet above the ground, mixing all the way down to the surface there. Again, Cape and the islands still have the greater potential to see maybe 60+ mile an hour wind gusts, where interior locations still fairly gusty, 40 to 50 miles an hour, and just not quite as high as some of the other communities south and east of 95. Now, what can we typically expect when we see wind gusts this high? Well, everything that's more or less highlighted right here, but the big ones I do want to point out is the holiday decorations. If they're not completely secure, just try and make sure you do that before you maybe leave for work this morning. And then also the potential for some broken branches leading to those isolated pockets of some power outages later on today, especially when those wind gusts approach 60 miles an hour. So that will be what we are watching for. Rainfall accumulation, nothing has really changed in this department. We're still expecting about a ½ inch to an inch of rainfall, so very manageable, but with those pockets of heavy rain at times could slow some things down from time to time. And probably our little bullseye right here, the higher elevations of Providence County and also southern Worcester County. That is what we're kind of anticipating with this system. Again, 10-day forecast as we look here, some more milder weather on Sunday, temperatures mid-40s, and then heading into the week of Christmas, it's a little bit chilly, although Christmas Day itself should look fairly seasonal, just under mostly cloudy skies. Mario?
All right.